I'm so invested in you. Cause I really feel a vibe every time you set the right down. And nobody like this man, it's nothing like this and it's nothing like yo.
Alright, that was a nod.
That was a nod? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, this is your girl Ro. We're here at the Park and Shipping. We are just ending the Rally Round TNT for the flood relief, but I had to bring these two out. They're so busy. They've been running around here like crazy. But the reason we are here, the only reason we could be at the Park and Shipping is because of these two people right here. Thank you. Thank you for everything, not just for this weekend, not just for last week, not for what you're doing for Trinidad this particular moment, but everything you do in the community here. Everyone knows that you are pillars of the community. Everyone knows everything that you do for the community. So I want you to tell everyone who you are, because I've gone on to my little tangent. So go and tell everyone who you are.
Well, I'm Salochni.
And I'm Manel.
And you are the Park and Shipping.
We are the Park and Shipping. SNA, the Park and Shipping.
Yes, yes. So thank you so much for everything you do in the community. So tell us a little bit about why you felt the need to, and I know you do it all the time, but to say, okay, you have our platform, you can use it, come on in here, and it's open to you. And literally, it wasn't where you were here managing or doing anything. You were over there doing your thing, and we were all in here packing. Tell us what it meant for you to be able to do that for the community.
Well, the moment we heard about what was happening in Trinidad, it really is stemming from way down deep. I know it's from Trinidadian, not that that's the only reason, but people are affected. People lost everything. Some families are out there with absolutely nothing. They're living on the street, or whoever family can take them in to provide shelter and food for them. So automatically, without even discussing this with corporate, we just said, all right, what are we doing? Let's come up with a game plan. We decided that regardless of what anybody else was doing, we wanted to help out. We were going to do this all on our own. We were going to load our own container and send it down. However, when the government said that they weren't going to do much for clearance, we had to come up with an alternative. So that's when we contacted our corporate office to see what they were doing and came up with a plan that regardless of what happens in Trinidad, we're still doing this.
Yes.
So we're still donating, we're still accepting, we're still sending down. What La Parkin in Miami is taking upon themselves, along with our colleagues in Trinidad, we're shipping free of charge. They are clearing free of charge, and they have somebody on ground, a group that will be distributing themselves. So it's not a third party, we're not handing off. We are doing this all collaboratively as the La Parkin team, with getting the relief down to the ground.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. And what you were alluding to is that we were told that they didn't want any help. We don't need to send anything. That's what we were hearing from the ministry in Trinidad after the flood, that they weren't going to accept anything. We shouldn't send anything. That's bullshit. Sorry. We're sending whatever we can for our families and our friends that need it. No, Philip. For our families and friends that need it. Sorry, you guys. He was about to throw away something that didn't need to be thrown away. But we want to say that, regardless of what's being said in Trinidad, and these are people that we could have stopped, we could have listened to what happened, and we could have listened to what was said, and we could have stopped. And you sent a message. I mean, I think it was immediately after we heard, or I first heard it. And you said, no matter what's being said in Trinidad, we are continuing our efforts, and we're going to continue to send. So thank you. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your support, and thank you for everything that you do.
Absolutely. We're just happy that we were able to do this.
And to help the community.
Yes.
And that's where it boils down to.
It's not a prejudice thing.
No.
We do it for all the countries.
Yes, you do.
We need help.
And you do it not only for all the countries, you do it for us here when we need support. Anyone that comes here to you that we need support or we need to do something, you support us here. So it's not just something they're doing just for a show for Trinidad. They help us here in the community as well, a lot of us. So if you don't know SNA's La Park and Shipping, you need to follow it, get to it. Miami, Georgia, they're here. Utilize them, support them for your shipping services to the Caribbean, because as far as I'm concerned, they're the only ones to use, because they're the only ones that have the heart to use them. So thank you
very much. On another note,
Yes,
what people also, if you've got family that are directly affected by the flooding, what we're also offering, if you wanted to send barrels, you can send a barrel for $80 is what it costs here. When it gets to Trinidad, for the receiver, once they're in the flood zone, La Parkin is waiving all the local handling fees. The only thing that the receiver is subjected to paying is the custom duties that the government charges.
That's amazing.
It covers everybody. It gives everybody a little bit where they need it.
And how long? So the what you call it, the carrier that you're sending. Is that how I say it? It's 42 feet. Did I get that right?
It's the container size are 40 feet long.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's what's going down on the 14th. So people have until the 14th to get.
No, that's going down now.
Oh, it's going down now.
What we have here is what we're contributing to.
Okay.
So however more cargo is coming in, we can take it down next week.
Okay.
However, what's here will be going down.
Okay, awesome. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know. Well, thank you. Is there anything else that we need to know in regards to relief or whatever you're doing, your efforts, anything that we need to know?
I think we've covered just about all the information you guys need to know at this time. But again, if you need to send to your family directly affected, you still have time.
Thank you.
So call us, we'll give you details.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for
Thank you
being
guys
here.
very
And
much.
thank you for taking the time because they got a bunch of people waiting for them.
Yeah,
so.
thank you to everybody that planned, coordinated, made this happen.
Yes.
Joyce Thompson, Chris Scott, Philip,
Melissa.
you guys, thank you so very much for the coverage. But yeah, everybody, the kids from the college that came and did all the work, they were phenomenal.
Yes, they were.
They really, they're troopers.
Yes, they are.
So thank you to everybody that came out and support. And all to the donators, everybody that came and donated, the people that went to the store and spent absorbent amount of money.
Amazing. Look at that.
To bring us all these supplies. Thank you all so very much.
Thank you. And thank you for allowing us the opportunity to be able to bring it here and store it here.
Absolutely.
And know that it can securely get to our families.
It was our pleasure. I'm glad we were able to do this.
Thank you. This is Roll, Caribbean Life TV, Le Parc and Shipping. Remember to always live bold. Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you.
I'm so invested in you. Cause I really feel a vibe every time you set the